What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of 4 Dummies, and tonight I am joined with the other 3 dummies. I have Mr. Just One.
Yo, what's happening?
I have Mrs. Skullface.
Hello.
I have Robert D.
Hello.
And tonight we are returning with another collection critique. This is our first entry, and this is from, I want to make sure I get the name right, Fungo Lao. We didn't get a picture of the whole display, which is always a bummer, but he's got DTOF issues. The only thing that looks right is the thing on top of the DTOF, which is he's got a cystic lesion trap jaw, and then a kind of and then a classics He-Man and Skeletor, and then Iron Man and a turtle, and then a Triclops that's oddly out of place too.
What is on Trapjaw's crotch? What is that? Oh, I thought it was like a face.
Oh, bring back the ghost. It's been a while since we've had the ghost.
It's like, ooh, his crotch is stinky.
I just thought.
He's like he's trying to blow the stink away.
You guys are a mess.
But if we look at like the Decepticon shelf, like he's got first of all, he's got Motormaster and a recliner, which is strange.
But look at the way the legs are kicked out like a little kid.
I was trying to make sense of that in my head. I didn't.
And then the other ones are kind of just packed in there. I do like that Wild Rider has the kind of devil horns up, so I respect that. And it matches Breakdown. He's got the devil horns up on the opposite side, so that I like that. He's just got too many. He's got too many pieces in here. You got too many pieces in here, bro, and they're all the same size. Dude, you know what I do notice? Motormaster is doing like the Hail Satan statue pose.
Oh yeah,
Oh, look at that.
I see it now.
Well, I think that's a problem.
Rat
Like
Bat in
it's
the
really hard to see what is going on here. There's no space between bots. Like it's just all in a pile.
Yeah.
And they are. There's a bit of pyramiding going on here, but it's like
it's
they're
not enough
so
pyramiding.
tight that it's really
So mean.
hard.
What about Rat Pat? Do you like that Rat Pat back there, Laura?
He's playing a little bit.
Can he move over a little bit?
Yeah, he should move over a little bit.
I just don't understand what he's going for.
I think it's a
how much
neat
he does.
idea, and if it wasn't in a DTOF and he could spread it out a little bit, like it wouldn't maybe necessarily look as.
Yeah. It's not meant for a DTOF. In the same, he's got these legends and then a side swipe. I mean, like the thing is, like you know, like you're not taking it seriously. And I hate to say it, I don't mean anything by it. I have respect for anybody that submits their picks to this. I respect because it means they've got balls. So I respect this guy. He doesn't respect the display of his collection.
He's got Mech Fans toys. He's got New Age. He's got Magic Square.
And I'm okay with that.
And
I know you're not, but I'm okay with mixing and matching legends. I think that some of them actually lend themselves to being mixed and matched. What I'm not okay with is having a Mech Fans Toys, a DX9, a Unique Toys, or whatever, a New Age, a Magic Square, and then also an MP side swipe to go along with it. Like that's that doesn't make any sense.
Now, arguably, his best display, in my opinion, is the Dirty Constructor with the legends.
with the dirty detail floor
On a dirty shelf. Yeah.
with the dirty shelf. I love the dirty shelf.
Yeah, so
What's up with the Astro Train unit?
Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Wow, I saw that.
The problem with this shelf is that you have the Devastator that looks great with your legends, but then you have the Bruticus, which throws it all off, and then you have the Astro Train that sits between. It makes it even more confusing.
But it's very it is very dynamic. I think he just doesn't know what to do with it because it's impossible to do that.
There's Zeke in there.
This is the issue with legends. If you're going to get a legends combiner, hopefully you have more than one set of legends, so you can then have more classic display of your legends, true legends combiners with the legends figures, and that's one scaling, and then another display with the MP combiner and your legends figures. But you cannot successfully mix an MP combiner and a legends combiner with your legends.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've only seen one great legends display through all of these critiques, and it was El Now Customs. That was it.
Wasn't that recently too? Like
it was all diorama work. It was all like it was in an island in the middle of the floor. That's the only great legends display that I've ever seen.
I'm feeling the scale of a MP combiner with the Legends figure. I think it looks how it should look.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that too. Robert Detoff is the first person I see do that.
No, I know, but I'm saying just in general, not necessarily in this photo, but just in general. Like,
yeah,
that's the way that
but he needs a wider space than this Detoff to do it in. Let's move on.
But I mean, do you appreciate he has like posed?
No. So some of them, it's a mix. So like if you look at the one with the constructor, the Bruticus isn't posed. There's some stuff that looks like he has put like he put it in there and he had pride in it when he put it in there, and then there's other stuff that he's like, well, this has to fit in here somehow, you know. Mm-hmm. But I want to show a Detoff that is the complete polar opposite. A well done Detoff with small figures. Not easy to do. From a friend of ours. This is from InstaSam, and this is his Detoff display. And this is money.
Oh, yeah.
How much of well, you know, part of it also is in the presentation, right? And he's taking great photos.
He's also just put the pieces in there.
He's filling like the vertical space. Yeah.
And it's not too...
I do think a lot of this has to do with the photos are taken from an angle and it clips out how much negative space is at the top. I think they look good too, but...
So I don't know.
They're all taken from them.
And I'll tell you why. Because if you look at the picture where you see the whole Detoff, like if
I just saw that right now.
When I look at that, I'm like, man, the Dark Knight shelf doesn't fill up the vertical space, right? But then when I look at the picture by itself, I'm like, oh no, it does.
You know, it creeped me out at night, you know, in this basement, looking at this in the corner. What the is that? I'd be like, who's there? Is that a hat?
Oh, I guess it's a hat. Yeah, it's a hat, I think.
I'd be like, what's that face? Is that Pushnickens?
But I mean, look, especially if you look at like the DC shelf, like they've got the risers. He does them in kind of like a pyramid shape. Like that's a dude that knows A, what the space is, and B, just how to compositionally put something together.
Every single figure here is carefully and purposefully posed. And
They're
then
not crowded, you're right.
And then if you look, like the higher ups on the all have base stands holding them in place, and the base stands even mirror one another so that it doesn't look trashy. Like if you look at the Joker and the Two-Face, they both come in towards each other and shape out so that it's symmetrical and doesn't look like a mess. I've seen these. I've been privy to these displays for some time. I'm still taken back by them, just about how good they look.
My only critique is I think you need to switch up the lighting. Like, I feel like it looks dark in the back. So I don't know if you just need to add another bar to the back of each one.
Yeah, maybe just from being in that type. It's hard to say, though, because they're the same ones that we use, right? The dioders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he just has the strip in the front. But I mean, if you look at each one, like especially like look at the Archangel's kind of dim lit, it works on the Batman.
I agree. Oh, so the issue is if they're high up and in the back.
Yeah. Like especially you really see it on like the Batman shelf, but it also works because Batman's all shadowed.
Right.
Why don't people light their risers? How come like they don't light the risers like either going upwards or downwards, like to light the shelf below?
It's too much, man. It
is too much. Like you try to run these little.
You know what,
wires
Robert? I think you should set
everywhere.
that trend. Yeah. I think you should start lighting your risers.
But yeah, like I don't know, man. I
that was mean. You see, that was mean.
I could go on and on. Like like the composition, just like you guys said, the composition is great. The figures are posed beautifully. It's laid out. It owns the space. Like bravo. I love it. I love it. This next entry is from @MightyMegatron0, and he's got some cool stuff here. I'm not mad at a lot of stuff he's got going on here.
Damn, where's the garbage bag?
Oh, for the Gundams. For those that don't know, Robert D one time brought a garbage bag full of Gundams to my house to give away because he went through a phase life. But like, but the Gundams they're in a nice little cabinet. They got risers going on. They own the space. I think they look good. The little monsters that he's got in the glass cabinet look good.
Ultraman, right? Is that Ultraman? Why is Ultraman walking like Gollum?
I don't know what any of this stuff is. But like
40K stuff. What is that?
So if we move to that picture. He's got two big shelves with 40K stuff in it, and it looks awful. 40K stuff is probably the most challenging thing to display. I've seen a few people do it well. Adam did it tremendously well. I'm pretty happy with how we have ours now, and Joe has his looking quite beautiful as well. But it is hard because it's so small, so to speak.
I think, if anything, again, for that, if you're going to keep that 40K stuff in that case, they need to be on the top.
Yep, I agree.
It doesn't look balanced. Like the bigger stuff needs to be on the bottom, like a pyramid. I'm telling you, the pyramid is the way to go.
I agree.
Well, one thing we haven't seen much of, and I'm not sure if it's because of his choice of case, but the busts. What are you guys' feelings on these busts? Should you be putting 5 busts on a shelf?
So not like this. I actually think that like busts have a place, but like I don't think a bust display looks good. I think that busts should be an accent piece to another part of a display. Like I've been seeing, and we've been seeing some more and more of these like focused shelves, like a whole shelf full of RCs, a whole shelf full of Soundwaves. And like I think if you had a whole shelf full of Soundwaves and then you had this little bust of Soundwave in the mix, I think it could look cool.
But I mean, if you like the bust pieces, that's your thing, then I think you just add some risers and give them some dimension, and they're fine.
Maybe some risers would help
They're
them.
just too close.
If
You know what I think about him? Busted.
Busting.
I want to talk about this one picture that he has with the Godzilla monsters on top of the dresser. I think he's still trying to figure out what to do with them, and it probably started off with just a few pieces, and then before you knew it, it took up the whole dresser, would be my guess. But I want to say this. I think it's a nice dresser. I think it's a good-looking dresser. I like the color of it. I bet I do. Do we want to talk about these Transformers at all?
I just think it suffers from the same stuff.
See, I don't know.
You know, I mean, I think
I'm looking at the Optimus Prime one, right? Like the one with Prime.
with the Grimlock and
Yes,
stuff and
yes.
jazz and everything.
So,
Okay.
so he's got 3 larger ones in the back, 4 smaller ones in the front, and it's a lot of glass, but like,
And it's mirrored on the back, so it makes it hard to see.
yeah, it makes it a little busier for sure. But he also has like the fact that like it's wider than a DTOF. It does allow a little bit more. I don't know. It looks better to me than your average DTOF shelf.
You know what
I would
wanna
just
know
start.
about?
Maybe it just needs to be lit. I would definitely start lighting it.
I agree with you, because when you look at the thing with the door closed, it totally changes it. Like when you look at these shelves.
Oh, right. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
realize
So dark.
Yeah, so go to the other picture and just look at the shelf with the door open. That looks good to me.
No, I see it.
But when you go and
Yeah.
you look at it in that piece of furniture, it's like, man, it looks like your grandma's china is supposed to go in that.
I don't know. I think my man's podding. He's got a pop filter on his mic.
Oh, yeah, he does. Dude, and what's up with that sword?
Yeah, no, look at that bastard
Oh, yeah, dude,
sword.
look at that.
Dude, lightning bolt. But like,
You can't mix Unicron and Gundam, buddy. Don't do that.
but you know what? I don't think it looks bad.
There's heralds or something.
It's the
stupid.
wings. No, I think the wings make it all kind of work for me.
The styles don't match.
I don't know, man. I don't hate that.
Yeah, I don't hate it either.
I think you need to upgrade your furniture. I think it's just like you've got a collection that's specific, especially with like the monster stuff. I just think it needs to be looked like you care about it more.
See, I think
Take your bastard sword and start swinging it around.
I gotta disagree. I think he really cares about it, but I agree with you that he's got the wrong furniture. But I only agree with you that he's using his grandma's china cabinet for it. Like I think that.
yeah.
And that Target
That's
shelf.
Sonona.
Oh, in the Target shelf, yeah. But I don't even like. To me, this isn't even part of his proper collection. He knows it. He just sent it because he was sending pictures. But grandma's china cabinet, like it probably started off okay because you had a couple pieces in there and it kind of worked. And then as your collection is kind of taking shape, I'd imagine that you outgrew the china closet. So, but the one that you have with the Godzilla monsters, which might even be, it almost looks like one of those custom 2D DTOF things. But I think it works for this stuff. Even if you had another one of these sitting where grandma's china closet is, I think it'd be okay.
What's in the?
Would you put
wait a
all
minute,
the
what's in-
monsters together? Like
The ones off his dresser?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe take the 40K
I just
stuff
saw the
out.
closet.
40K
Oh, my
stuff.
man likes.
Yeah, I think you need to put the biggest stuff on the bottom in that one and just work your way up to the smallest stuff.
There's some really good stuff in here. There's just some limitations that are holding him back from kind of setting it on fire, so to speak. All right, here we go. Last one. This is from Eddie Machete. Yeah, there's volume.
I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, get those things away. Get those things away from the window, man. Or
Oh, I
cover
like
those
the
windows.
I like the little Ghostbusters scene.
So let's start with the first photo. Where did he get all this stuff from? Where's this Nemesis from? Where is this Wheeljack, Cybertronian Wheeljack from? Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're cool pieces. They're not displayed in any way to make you realize how cool they are, but they are cool pieces.
That's the problem.
Yeah, look at the
you hit
laser
the nail on the
beam, like-
head. Some of these things are individually really cool.
Yeah, I like
That almost looks handmade, that Wheeljack one.
Yeah, I would imagine that they're all 3D printed. I don't know. I've never seen this Nemesis before, but it's sweet.
I must say though, that is the best way to display MMC Rumble and Frenzy.
And playing the arcade.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
with,
is
with
cool.
Ravage between them. Like, I put my quarter up. It's my turn. I put my quarter up. Come on.
But like the rest of it is just it's too crowded. He's got too much stuff going on. Look,
it's hard to focus.
He even set the arcs in vertically with the Bumblebee. Like, look, I can't fit him in, but what are we going to do? Stick him in there. Let's get a place.
You sure that's not Moss Toys?
It could be.
No, I know it's not. I don't see the box.
Yeah.
That's the real Jim.
Ooh, the globe. The Earth is in danger. The Earth is in danger.
It's busy, man.
What's up with
busy.
Unicron?
And like Unicron is not posed well.
I don't remember Chrome Dome being in that scene when Prime dies.
And then he's got the Detolf problems. Just over and
the
over
Superion
again.
shelf underneath kind of works a little bit, but my biggest concern is just that you have these things aren't backed, and then you have the sun beating through on these figures.
Well, not even that, just the distraction of the blinds, just visually, it's just too much.
Man.
It's too much.
I think some of them, like the one shelf with like Starscream in it.
No, that one's no good.
I can't. It's hard to see. It's hard to see.
This here, it's got everywhere. It's all the same size. You can't see.
What about below it?
Well, yeah, you do have some cool stuff in here, though.
Yeah.
You've got some cool. I think you just have a lot of stuff. It looks like you do have some furniture and some space. I think you just need to really. Well, I don't know, man. You have the fact you have those details against the window like that means like you don't have any space.
He's got to fix that light. He's got to. I can't look at this picture anymore. It stresses me out.
Is that a pack of condoms along the wall?
You see the light?
Yeah, I just saw it right out of the little hanging thing.
And then, all right, so let's go to the next one. So I agree with you, Laura. This is his best display here. It's this Ghostbusters scene. He's got the backdrop with the firehouse. He's got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's got 4 good-looking Ghostbusters, which aren't easy to come by necessarily. And then he's got the Ecto one. Perfect. Well done.
And Slimer.
And Slimer, yeah.
Honestly, I think you could take out the Stay Puft. The Slimer's cool. I think you should take out the Stay Puft, though.
Oh,
it's out of scale. It's out of scale.
Just leave it.
It just doesn't look right.
No, it's just
you need like
away.
a giant Stay Puft head in the background or something.
It doesn't bother me. I'll be honest with you. And then if you look at the next picture, he's got Hot Toys, Obi-Wan and Luke. Hot Toys R2, I'm guessing, on the back of the sand speeder. This dude's getting crazier and crazier to me. Hot
This
Toys
is not the display where you're looking
Where did he
for.
get the
speeder
for the Hot Toys?
I have no idea. Maybe it's custom. Maybe he's designing some of this stuff. Maybe he did the Nemesis, and maybe he did all that. I don't know.
Look at those sassy chicks on the top shelf.
I feel like this is something you'd see at like Disney as you're walking by one of the shops. I don't know why this like display just seems, here's a helmet and something signed.
Let's get on this Transformer one and wrap this up. But like this is packed.
Yeah, we need to.
But it's not awful.
What are the Omegas holding?
Like it's packed and it's not good, but it's not like but the way they're all stacked, like they're not like a sea of figures. You can see them all. There is a little bit of thought here. There hardly any of them are posed, and then we have the 2 Omegas holding up the Battle Beast and I don't know.
Yeah, it seems to me that based on where these displays are, it seems like you're probably using your whole living room as your display area, which is fine. So if that's the case, make it. I think you just need to rethink your whole thing.
Yeah, I do.
Let me show you some.
I think you need to think what figures you're displaying, how you're displaying, where your furniture is.
It's too purposeful to seem crazy. And it's not crazy enough to seem crazy, and it's and you know what I mean.
Honestly,
like
I think you may be one of these people that just has too much stuff, and you're going to have to edit it down for sake of just curating a nice space to live in versus just throwing everything out there.
Throw it out.
Yeah, I don't know about this. This one might have broke me. I don't know. I don't even know how. I think I need to see more pictures of like the whole space. I would need like a video of this dude's room to kind of get an idea of what I'm even looking at. It's just things everywhere.
There's too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have that wall space with the posters and the Autobot logo. You've got to work that space better and spread your stuff out a little bit. You have the room because it's occupied by a couple posters. You like the Bobby technique, you can have a Billy, a corner Billy, and then a wide Billy. Like you can wrap around a corner. They sell the units at IKEA. You do not need to do a double Detolf. The posters don't add anything
detract.
For you.
They detract.
Yeah. You could double your space easily, actually more so, 2.5 times. Open that stuff up.
Yeah, this is a mess. Whatever you did with the Ghostbusters, I would try to get closer to that more in more places.
Bobby, you don't respect his real fast. You don't respect his old school iPod game.
I knew it was coming. Of course I do.
Static.
Old school iPod.
Dirty brooms.
Loose wires.
A broadsword. Pepsi and Coke on the same shelf.
And I'm gonna turn it into like, how about Where's Waldo?
I want a a cup from a drive-thru stacked on top of an empty pickle jar. These are all real things that you'll be able to find just by scrolling through this guy's photos.
I want a broom with some